My name is David Levinson, a successful business owner. Now, I'm sleeping in my car. For those that don't know, I was a self-made entrepreneur who founded my own startups, one of which Kim Kardashian stole. Because a homeless man recently accused Kim Kardashian of stealing his business idea, threatening him, and stealing all of his money, she is again in the news for all the wrong reasons. Even though this isn't the first time Kim has been charged with fraud, the allegations made by the victim are stunning and upsetting this time. It is terrible to make someone homeless and earn money from their idea. In this video, we will look at the specifics of this accusation and how it might affect Kim's reputation. David Levinson, give us whatever you got, and if it doesn't make sense for you to be involved, we have this in our pocket to get you out of the picture. What are the particulars of Kim's claim? And who is the victim? Could this be a case of karma finally catching up with Kim, who has been accused of ruining many lives on her way to the top? This video will examine the incident's specifics and discuss how they might affect Kim's reputation. David Levinson, I'm fighting not only for me, but for anybody that's ever been screwed over by the Kardashians or just anybody, in general, has been screwed over by shady business practices. This is for all. Kim Kardashian and her family have recently faced a barrage of scandalous stories shedding light on their controversial rise to fame. Kim has witnessed numerous incidents of theft and con artists. Sonia Norwood, Brady Norwood's mother, sued Kim in 2008 for making purchases at Kardashian stores using Brady's credit card without her consent. Recently, according to Bloomberg Businessweek, the FBI reportedly questioned Kim about her connections to fugitive and Malaysian businessman Joe Low. Low has a controversial past. Kim and Low were spotted having fun together in a Las Vegas casino in 2009, and after the evening, he allegedly gave her a garbage bag full of $100 bills, totaling $250,000 in cash. According to the FBI documents, Low gave Kim another $100,000 and another $305,000 before her nuptials to Kris Humphries. Although Kim was silent on the subject, there were rumors that Low was her sugar daddy and paid her to spend time with him. These issues have only served to damage Kim's already damaged reputation further. Kim Kardashian was fined $1.26 million, and the news broke in October 2022, setting the media's attention ablaze. Kim received $250,000 to promote a cryptocurrency scheme on her Instagram account, but failed to disclose that it was a paid advertisement. According to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, this broke the rules established by the organization. Interestingly, Kris Jenner, Kim's mother and manager, was also charged with participating in the conspiracy. It was uncovered that Kris had reportedly used her church to spread the fraud. Kris co-formed the California Community Church in 2009, and since then, it has come under significant media investigation, with many people assuming that it was built to avoid paying taxes. The Jenner family has also been accused of making $600 million off Britney Spears' conservatorship and other controversies. Their tight association with Lou Taylor, Britney's former manager, and the person in charge of the conservatorship led to this accusation. According to a widely shared Twitter thread, the Jenner family may have used their connections to Taylor to steal a sizable sum from Britney Spears' inheritance. Another scandalous revelation involves Kim charged with cheating her former business partner of millions of dollars and abandoning him homeless and penniless. David Levinson is a successful entrepreneur and a father of four who is now forced to sleep in his car due to Kim Kardashian's alleged scam. According to reports, Kim sold Levinson's business idea for the Kimoji app, leaving him penniless and homeless. Levinson recently gained traction on TikTok after posting a video of himself walking the streets of Los Angeles while holding a sign that read, KimKardashianRuinedMyLife.com. On his website, David claims that he is the genuine creator of the Kimoji app, and that Kim stole his concept, pocketed his cash, and utilized her legal team to prevent him from starting over. The story begins in 2014 when David co-founded the app Censorgram, which Kim used at the time. David claims that Jonathan, posing as Kim's friend, called him and inquired about a possible business relationship on Kim's behalf. They called and scheduled a meeting. David Levinson described how he and his team developed the Censorgram app before offering it to other users to see whether there was a market. They contacted many well-known pages to see whether they would use it. Ultimately, Kim Kardashian's friend Jonathan Chabin contacted them directly to discuss a potential alliance, but the initial offer required more viability. However, Jonathan later contacted them and said they wanted to talk further because Kim's Hollywood game was performing exceptionally well. The next day, he scheduled a phone call between David and Kim. During a meeting in Calabasas, David shared his concept for Kimoji with Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner. After he showed them some concept art, they both agreed to a 50-50 joint venture to develop the app. When David later contacted to inquire about if he had registered a trademark for Kimoji, Kim offered to have her team do it for him. However, Kim called David again to inquire whether his team was discussing sensitive information about her. He disputed it and argued that his business colleague had just mentioned teaming with Kim to a buddy via text. If David didn't give Kimoji his trademark and the exclusive IP for his software Sensorgram, Kim accused him of violating her privacy and threatened to sue him for $5 million. David's business associates signed the release, but David refrained from doing so because he felt uneasy. David Levinson, a text message that my partner Narion had sent, supposed to have been private to one of his friends, made its way to Jonathan Shaban, and Kim kept that in her pocket. "I guess to use against us because it breached her privacy," she said, even though there's nothing harmful. It just gave her that excuse. David filed a $100 million lawsuit against Kim for stealing his idea, with recorded conversations as evidence. Kim Kardashian audio. "I know everyone. I know what you said. What do you have in mind? I don't know. I haven't thought about it. When I believe in something, I'm down to do it. I would love to partner with you guys and make this super huge." David had to give in after Kim and her lawyers challenged him for more than $300 million, since he couldn't afford to defend himself. Despite this, Kim and Kris continued harassing David, demanding that he gave them $400,000 in restitution for their time, legal fees, and other costs. In addition, David asserts that Kim interfered with a patent that he had submitted, which Instagram now employs to delete comments without user intervention. Now, had their interference not come into play with this whole situation, it would have been something that we would have. We would have had security for all platforms for removing comments automatically. And this is 2014, so this was before Instagram started inserting that filter on its own. Exactly. Kim, according to David, never expressed a regret for interfering with his patent application or explained it. She reportedly spoke with Kevin Systrom, the former CEO of Instagram, after signing an NDA without David's team's consent. David states that despite numerous attempts, he could not overcome Kim's tenacious legal team while suing for theft and fraud. To pay back the $400,000 he owed Kim and Kris, he took on 2 jobs, which resulted in the loss of his life savings and the divorce from his wife. David is currently a homeless person living in his car. David has started a crowdfunding effort to spread the word about Kim and her questionable business practices. He wants to bring together small business owners and creatives who have previously fallen for Kim and the Kardashians' dishonesties. "I'm not the first person the Kardashian family is screwed over, and I know I won't be the last," David wrote. "I hope my story will encourage others who have been victims of their shady business practices to find the courage to come forward and tell their story." Many fans of the Kardashians are not surprised by the accusations against Kim and her family's business practices. They hope David and others victimized by the Kardashians will finally get justice. Fans are questioning how the Kardashians can sleep at night, knowing that they have caused harm to others, including making them homeless. One fan expressed sympathy for David, stating that he seems genuine, while another suggested that he's likely one of many victims of Kardashian's ruthless and diabolical behavior. The hope is that more people will come forward and speak out against the Kardashians, so that they can face the consequences of their actions. But what are your thoughts on this story? Do you believe David's version of events? And do you think he will be able to receive justice? Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and remember to check out our next video.